Okay, here we go. You knew this was going to come up. It's the thing about the gender unicorn they're talking about, okay? You got to realize that with the change that's been happening, you have males, females, you have sex change, transgenders, you have transsexuals. I guess that would be transgender, right? Yeah, I think so. Because you have transvestites, and that's different. Okay, so transvestites are basically the ones that dress up as females, whatever, do their thing. Transgenders are the ones that actually go through the whole operation, okay? And there's a lot of those around. There's been a lot of those for a long time, probably ever since even before World War II. Because see, what happened is if you happen to be gay or something like that, or different sexual orientation, the mass or the majority found that very, I guess, scary or nervous for themselves. I guess they thought maybe if they look at you, they're gonna turn gay as well or something. I don't know what it is. Okay, so whatever their insecurities were, they decided they wanted to stop that and kill that. Okay, so they started giving these things called eugenics, which would basically change your chemical combination, providing more estrogen, which is for females, or providing more testosterone, which is for males. Okay, so that kind of switch right there makes your body do different things. All right, which goes to show you that we can basically be either male or female, depending on the chemicals they put into us, or the combinations that we were acquainted with from birth. Okay, and then so on and so on. So here's the thing. Bottom line is we're all people. Let's keep in mind one thing, okay? When we leave this body is our unit here. It's our vessel here. All right, we're not this body, okay? Yeah, our energy, our spirit, our power, our light moves this body, okay? It moves this mass to the direction it wants to go, but we're not this body, okay? This body is a separate entity all to itself. So when we get out of this life or this world or whatever it might be, or when we pass away, we're gonna be that light form again, okay? Light. Okay, light that can go into mass. Once it goes into mass, if it's strong enough, it can power that mass, right? But this might not be the same body I'm coming back to next time around, or the previous body, or the previous before that. You as well, okay? So let's get one thing straight. When we talk about this unicorn, this transgender unicorn, I like what they're doing. They definitely, let's get it over with now, okay? You gotta realize this. Every single thing that happens, whether it be you get lose a limb, whether you're paralyzed, whether, let's say, you you get zits on your face or whatever it might be, we build it up in our head more than it is. Okay, different color, race, same thing. So when you see something different, we're afraid sometimes to talk about it because we don't want to embarrass those people or make those people feel bad or whatever it might be. And that's good. Okay, that's a good way to think. But it's time to respectfully get your questions out. All right, I'll forget if you've seen this movie. It was from Mel Gibson was in it, and it was about a man who had his face, I think, burned off half of it. And he was a tutor. He was a teacher. And so he'd have a student over, and the student, he'd always notice that they would be looking at him kind of like, he'd peering through the corner of their eyes. And you can tell this stuff. I mean, this isn't, you can feel this. Okay, so he finally said, look at me. Look at my face. Get it all in. Okay? Don't question it. Don't sneak around. Don't make things up. Look at it and ask whatever question you want. Okay, and that's the whole thing. That's what we should do. All right? Let them get this out on the table now before it escalates into something that is really not what it is. Okay? So let kids ask if they're asking. I think the proper age to start bringing this stuff up probably be around 13. All right, right when they hit puberty, because when you hit puberty, you start to look at women, you start to look at guys if you're a girl. Who knows what goes on? Maybe if you're a little more advanced and things have happened to you in your childhood, then you were forced to look at things a lot earlier. Okay, so depending on the situation, obviously we need to pay more to education. Teachers, this is their time now. All right, there's going to be big changes here, and the teachers are the ones that need to get paid. All right, there's no longer movies and all that other stuff. Yeah, movies are going to come through too, because we still need to. It's easier to show people in a movie how things progressed and how they changed or altered, as opposed to trying to have them read books. Okay, and this way, teachers need to start getting paid more money. Okay, they're going to have a bigger job ahead of them. They're going to have more personal attacks, probably, because people aren't going to understand the change right away. Okay, so they're going to have more scrutiny. They're going to feel bad about themselves maybe sometimes. They're not going to understand why they're doing certain things sometimes. And that's why they deserve more pay, okay? Because that's why we give people more pay. Okay, we give celebrities more pay because why? Because they have to actually, people assume that they're the person that they're actually portraying, even though they could be the total opposite. All right, so they take on that personality. So the teachers are going to start teaching a new way of life, a new way of living, a new way of thinking. All right, and some people aren't going to like that at first, or they're going to feel threatened by it because they don't know about it. They don't understand what it's going to entail, how it's going to actually benefit them, and not hinder them. It's not going to be anything negative. Okay, so teachers need to start getting way more money. That's the bottom line. Police officers as well, fire department as well. Basically the people you look to for guidance. Okay, that you expect to give you the right answers. So there's going to be a lot of people out there that's going to have a lot of their own opinions about stuff. And that's why we need to have these classes now. Okay, so we get it out of the way so everybody knows what it is before they start making it up. All right, but so there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be needed to tell the truth. All right, and not be swayed. And the only way to not be swayed is to get good money, where they can get a good education, to want to aspire to become that career. All right, we want people to aspire to become teachers. We want people to want to become police officers. We want people to want to become fire department people. People want to become I don't know anything, or people when they retire, we want them to be crosswalk guards. We want people to be, preachers and stuff like that again, without the scrutiny that they're getting. Okay, so we want to make sure that these people can't be bought. Okay, and they need to be getting some of the highest pay in the land, because those are the people you want to make sure are not compromised. Okay, because when you speak to children, you're talking about a whole mass of new people plus below them. All right, so whatever you teach them or they learn at those young ages, pretty much elementary to junior high, that's what they're going to carry forward to generations to generations. Okay, so that's where we need to focus. Let's get it right. Okay, older people, let's put them in some place too. Well, we're going to do that. We're going to do different kinds of schooling for them. That's what the movies are mostly for. That's what the transitional is for. That's what the benefit package that we're going to make is going to be for. Okay, it's Libra time. All right, and Libra time means that everyone's going to enjoy themselves. Okay, it's going to be happy time. All right, it's not going to be a miserable, scraping, hurting, trying to get by, trying to figure out who's lying to you, who's not. That's over. We can't deal with that. All right, it's time to get the people that deserve the money to get the money. It's time to get the people that have been homeless for a long time. It's time for them to get some respect again. Okay, and it's time for the people on top that have done really well. They're innovators, and we need that. Okay, they're going to be consultants. I mean, they've done it. A lot of these people have not done it, and we don't want guessing anymore, because guessing means you lose. Okay, so we want happiness. It's time to embrace each other. Okay, the unicorn. I'll give the class if you want it. I'll teach it all. Take care.